Hey everybody, today we're going to be doing another reaction for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I am joined by my friend HaseoRoxas. His link and everything will be in the description. So, hope you enjoy.
Alright, let's see here.
Here we go. Moment of truth. Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh my god, it's real.
Oh boy, rating to mature?
Ooh. Oh boy, Labo 2?
I mean, it could be.
I hope not.
Whatever this is, it looks delicious.
It does look like a bunch of gummy fruit.
Yeah, right? And Tetraminos.
Oh. Yeah, Tetraminos, yeah. Who actually owns Tetris? Is it Nintendo?
I think there's a specific company that owns Tetris, which is why it's on everything. Oh, here we go, Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah.
Is this an open world Mario Kart? That's what it looked like. Like the Need for Speed of Mario Karts.
Grand Theft Auto Mario Kart. Oh, 1-up fuel? Weird. Wonder if there's a fuel mechanic?
Well, I mean, there's like a million characters in the races now, which is awesome. Oh, water and snowmobiles and what is this, Diddy Kong Racing?
I was like, they stole this from Sonic. I mean, Diddy Kong Racing did it first, but they stole it from Sonic All Stars. All-Star Racing.
Dude, these maps look awesome.
Yeah. I like the fact that it looks like there's a lot more vehicles.
Yeah. Although Waluigi's chin was kind of weird. Did you see that? Like,
there's grinding
and wall jumping and a cow. You can play as a cow. Game of the year.
Move over, everyone else. Wait, what?
You could eat a cheeseburger and get costumes? Ooh.
We can also go into a truck?
I mean, Peach is rocking those shorts, though. She is wearing those shorts.
There's so many different, like, terrain things, like the truck that you could go into.
That's crazy. Mario Kart World. I knew it. It's going to be an open world Mario Kart.
It should have been Super Mario Kart World.
Agreed.
Just free roam with friends. I mean, this looks like a game you could definitely just free roam and have fun.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a way to go from free roam to starting a race.
Dude, did you see Waluigi's like colors that he was rocking? He looked like the biker gang.
Mario Kart World.
This game's incredible. Same day. Yep. Hell yeah. How many launch titles do you think we're gonna get? So far we got one.
Surely they just don't have Mario Kart as the standalone launch title, right?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Are we gonna have like 2 or 3?
What is that attachment to that controller?
That was you. So quick.
Like the bottom look. Is there Discord on Switch 2?
Wait, no.
That's what it looked like.
Or is it like a Nintendo IP? Like
yeah, integrated Discord.
Introducing
integrated Discord.
A new feature
Game,
for Nintendo
it's called
Switch
Game
2.
Chat. Okay.
It's probably better than Discord, if we're being honest.
With this feature,
yeah,
you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game. Chat
is he audio desynced, or am I losing my mind?
If you open the chat menu and turn
on
game screen sharing,
you can screen share too. Oh my god, that's gonna.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, look at the lag on the screen share though. That's slideshow.
Oh shoot! Oh, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
At least it doesn't look like it affects yours. It just... I feel like this is a good integration, but it could be multiple different games.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
so hard, right?
That is pretty cool.
Oh wow.
So if I'm like, if you're like playing Stardew and I'm playing like Sword of Mana, you could be like, what do I go after here?
Yeah, exactly.
Be right back, yeah?
I don't know how I feel about the stand.
Here, you can quickly and easily
that audio is out of sync.
And there's this.
That's crazy.
They have a
By
camera.
connecting this camera to the system. Hey!
What is with that iToy-ass graphics?
Yo, yeah.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
Is that on Windows
You can
95?
appear on screen. And video
It does
chat
look
while
like,
playing
what's that, Bonsai Buddy? Like,
Here's how it looks with just the
I
camera.
wonder if they're gonna sell like a higher grade quality camera, and this is just what comes with the system, maybe.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
I don't know.
I feel like they would integrate a good market, like if they made more stream-friendly accessories. Like if that camera can do, if this can stream directly to like Twitch or YouTube, like the console,
Yeah.
and they have that camera there, it makes it a lot easier for like people streaming Twitch and Switch 2 games.
That looked okay. I
What do you
mean,
think?
There are some things I would change. Like,
Yeah.
I think they
Our
need.
goal
It's
was for you to
definitely
enjoy
a
playing
thing that
online
they
with
think
others
is
more
cool, but
closely,
they're gonna have to fine tune
including
over the
family and
years.
friends.
yeah, the lack of
Since they're all playing
anti-aliasing
together
on
in the
that green
same
screen
place.
is crazy.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Oh,
Okay.
it doesn't even come with. You gotta pay extra for that.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online
And you gotta use
membership
membership.
will be
Okay,
required
that one I
for game
figured.
chat.
Yeah.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
I'm listening.
Television.
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with game
Ah,
share.
that's actually pretty cool.
Oh.
As shown here,
So, like
even
what the
games that
DS
require
did in
multiple
some
screens
games.
can
Yeah.
be played if one person owns a compatible game.
Interesting.
With Game Share, you can temporarily
I mean,
share
I thought that was
compatible
always
games with
like
others
the
who
proper
also
way
have
of doing
Nintendo
things,
Switch
like
2
what the
or a
DS did
Nintendo
with game
Switch
sharing.
system.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time.
It makes it so like not everyone has to spend
Game Share
$70
also
or
supports
$60
online
on
play
a
with
game
other
that they
Switch
might not
2
even
systems.
enjoy.
And
Yeah,
you can use it
exactly.
with friends via
Up to
The
120
screen
frames
supports
per
up to
pardon?
120 frames per second, allowing for
Okay.
smoother gameplay in supported titles.
I mean, this thing's basically a
The LCD
handheld
screen is more
PS4,
vivid
so
and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark
Ooh,
areas of
HDR
the
is
images.
nice.
okay.
Magnetically.
All new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
That's smart. That solves
Okay,
that
that-
problem.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Mouse controls?
Each
Alright, this
Joy-Con
is
2
rumored. Yeah.
controller can be used
What?
as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right
That's-
Joy-Con
Yeah,
2
this was-
support mouse controls.
This was rumored during the launch the leak
By
trailer.
adjusting the
I
audio
didn't even
balance
see
between
that.
the
That's
ranges,
awesome.
sounds from the
Yeah,
built-in
there was
speakers
a
are
scene where the
clearer
mouse like
and
literally
more
flipped on
natural
its
in
side and
handheld
did the
and
whole like
tabletop
move around
modes.
thing.
That's cool.
Switch 2. We hope
Every
you'll check that
single
out as
question
well.
is just answered with "check out Nintendo today" or whatever the hell their
And
app
now,
was.
the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Oh, here we go.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
That's soon. Holy
Very
crap.
much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience
Yeah,
it.
that's
So please
2
wait
months
just a
away.
bit
I
longer.
was expecting like fall, like September.
And gameplay that uses a camera accessory.
It's actually pretty
All
cool.
of which can be
Oh.
accessed on
Oh,
Switch
that's weird.
2.
Oh no, I don't like
Let's
that.
check out 3
Dude,
new
the
and
iToy
updated
quality
modes.
is just bad.
First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all
Oh,
the
that looks
reactions
terrible.
and emotions in real time. Or
I mean, this
4
is
friends
neat
can
for the
take the
people who will
party
have it,
online.
but I will never use this.
Yeah.
Ever.
Up next,
What the hell's going on here?
I don't know, but I kind of wanted to add in like the car.
Oh my
room.
God.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, all right. That's better than what I was gonna call it.
Oh, that looks ridiculous.
It does.
I don't hate it though. It just looks like Tom from Toonami if he was a paraplegic that played basketball.
He got no horrible accident, but he still loved the game.
Doing it all for the sport, man. It looks like you can ramp up the side too. Yeah, there it is. Hell yeah. There's a high five button. Hell yeah, dude. That looks fun as hell, actually.
It does.
Next, here are some games from our
you gotta really get a
publishing and
nice sturdy
development
table.
partners coming to Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch 2.
Elden Ring. Yes. Let me buy this game for a third time.
I've never played Elden Ring.
Do you like the Souls games?
So I played Dark Souls 1 so much and got so used to and good at it, I beat it unarmed.
Yeah.
And then I played Dark Souls 2 for like 2 hours and I immediately hated it.
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
Bloodborne is my favorite. Elden Ring is the best one.
Games.
Hades 2, hell yeah.
Is coming to Nintendo Switch
Okay.
2.
I still have to
Our first ever
actually
sequel
commit
introduces
to
the
playing
Princess of the
that.
Dead.
Have you played the first one?
Out to vanquish the sinister
Yeah, a
Titan of
lot.
Time.
Not good at it, but a
Battle
lot.
beyond the underworld to the
I found
ends
out
of the
there's
earth.
an actual ending to the
Getting to
game,
know dozens
so
of
I have
characters
to
from Greek myth
go back and
in a
play it
story
again.
that reacts to your every setback.
Don't you have to like beat the game like
It's the kind of game
Like a
whether
million
you're
times, yeah.
experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2.
you also get everyone's affinity up to max, I think, too.
Yeah.
皆さんこんにちは。カプ
Ooh,
コンの
alright,
中村
Capcom.
我
Mega
々が
Man?
お届けするタイトルは
No, it's Street Fighter.
ストリートファイター6です。
I never bought this. I really should have.
任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。
Oh, there's
ソフト
motion
は
controls?
通常
No,
版の
thank you.
他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した。
Wait, you don't wanna sit there and punch air?
ファイターズエディションの2バージョンを
Just do a Hadouken with your Joy-Cons, and it actually does it.
スイッチ2の発売日に
Oh!
Of course, there's gonna be
There are gonna
amiibos.
be amiibos. They were talking about canceling amiibos. I'm glad that they're not.
Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism
this?
confirmed. All operating at normal.
What happened to Master Chief's head?
Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing.
I don't know. This looks anime as hell. I'm all about it.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will
I'm all about
finally
this.
be liberated from
What is
humans.
It looks sick. Is what it is.
New equipment and money.
Arsenal.
I'm for sale.
It looks like Vanquish, if Vanquish was good.
Man, Vanquish was such a it was so close.
The sovereign axiom.
Close only counts as horseshoes and hand grenades, my guy.
It's true.
That was created to destroy all humanity.
Joe, that giant ass
Because
shield.
we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
We need more mech games.
Just stop you.
Yeah, we do. We need more Zoid games that are good.
Bring hope.
Ooh, Daemon Ex Machina. It's a sequel?
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software.
Hogwarts
We are
Legacy
bringing
Switch
Hogwarts
Edition.
Legacy
All right.
to Nintendo Switch 2.
Still have not played this
With
either.
enhanced graphics and
This was
seamless
fun.
world transitions,
I enjoyed
I
this.
know you. I know you
You'll be
did.
immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new
That
mouse
bird's
controls
like, yo,
on
that
Switch
boot
2
is flying.
give you even more ways to experience the adventure.
Smack, smack, smack.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch
Hell yeah,
2.
dude. I love these
As
games.
the best assassin in the trade,
I love the fact that you can just throw
Agent 47
hammers
does
at
everything he
people.
can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending
Death by
on the
hippo.
player's imagination.
Death by hippo.
Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as the Switch 2.
Idiot.
Plus,
how did his
we are
gun pop
excited
out?
to bring
He
another
wasn't even
familiar
like
agent
holding it,
to
was
the
he?
platform.
He didn't. I don't know. I would assume he didn't have it latched in his
holster.
Is this a sniper version of Hitman? Or is this a James Bond game? Because I know they were doing one of those. Yeah! Hell yeah! Let's see it for the first time ever? Or is it just
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo
Oh,
Switch
you-
2,
oh.
so stay tuned.
friggin' cock tease? Oh!
The story of light and shadow that never.
Hell yes! Hell yes! Bravely Default. Finally.
Returns, remastered in high definition.
Oh no, this is Brave Default 1, isn't it?
Hopefully it's 1 and second, because they're the same game.
They're also like really expensive.
Yeah.
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and
I loved this game. This game, new mini games.
Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior.
That's so many words it didn't need to be.
Right? Oh, here we go. The Yakuza series, or Like a Dragon series. All of them? Oh, hell. Director's cut? Wasn't it already a director's cut?
1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る
I love this series. It's so great.
Take a look.
Okay, here we go. New.
Gamesby.
Koei Tecmo.
Hyrule Warriors.
AAA games. Yes! Yes!
Wait, did I call it?
I think you did.
Joined hands with the Hylians who dwelled on the
Come on.
surface. Their
Yeah, it said
union led
Hylians.
to a great and prosperous kingdom.
But like
But in time, a terrible evil arose.
original like Tears of the Kingdom backstory.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call
It's a little Frozen Pea.
the imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled.
Another game where you play as Zelda? Alright.
Interesting. Maybe this takes place during like Tears of the Kingdom where Link's on his own and you're doing your thing. Or leading up to Tears of the
That
Kingdom.
must mean this really is the past.
My god.
Hell yes. Give me more. So that makes 4 games in this particular series of Zelda. Because you have the Hyrule Warriors, two Hyrule Warriors games. What was it, Age of Calamity and now Age of Imprisonment. Yeah. Then Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That's incredible.
This winter.
That's exciting. Yep.
You can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
DS games.
Please take a look at this.
DS games? GameCube. Hell yes.
Oh,
yes. Oh, so good.
Went black on my
Online
GameCube.
Plus expansion pack will be
So good.
new classic game library.
That's exciting.
Nintendo Switch 2.
What's it going to start with?
Originally released
Mario Sunshine,
Probably Sunshine.
Wind Waker,
A
tight.
Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure.
I wonder if it's going to be
across
based
the
off of the HD.
No, it's going to be the original one. Oh, Soul Calibur 2? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I will fight you in Soul Calibur 2.
I will play this for days. This was the best one.
Yeah, exactly. The one with Link.
Yeah.
Enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2.
F-Zero, awesome.
White knuckle racing at speeds
Just
over
give us a new
2,000
F-Zero.
kilometers per hour. 30 machines.
Did you hear the reason why they won't?
In death-defying racing.
Why? Because people want it?
It's because this one was so good, they don't think that they could beat
And
it.
story mode. Get ready to experience
Really?
Yeah.
F-Zero GX.
They don't think that they can improve on this one. Ooh, Pokemon XD, Fire Emblem, Chibi Robo, Luigi's Mansion. Look at all the games that we're never going to get remakes of.
The Switch 2 exclusive game library coming
Ouch,
to Nintendo
my
Switch
heart.
Online Plus expansion pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
Hell yeah, dude.
And a dedicated controller.
Of course there is, and it's going to be. It's already sold out. They haven't even started selling it yet, and it's already sold
It can
out.
connect wirelessly and also has
It's
a
the
C
Smash
button
controversy
to
all
quickly
over again.
access
Yep.
game chat.
Oh my God,
Nintendo
Melee
GameCube
on
controllers,
Switch 2. It's gonna
exclusively
happen.
Available for Nintendo Switch Online members will also
Can't
be
wait to
available
wave
the
dash his
same day
fox
as
across
Nintendo
Final
Switch 2.
Destination.
You can experience mouse controls on Switch 2.
I don't think I have
by
the
purchasing
time to
upgrade.
sink 4 hours into a game of Civ.
And we have
4 hours. What are you playing against one country?
They showed like 2 seconds of Cloud. Path of the Goddess, don't know what that is.
It looks sick though.
Silksong confirmed for 2025? Maybe?
I mean, this is the first thing that we've seen on Silksong since it was announced. So, baby game for babies? 2 Point Museum. I love the 2 Point games. This game had like no traction.
Witchbrook?
This one looks cool. I like Witchbrook. I like the idea of it.
Tetris?
Hell yeah. Rune Factory, tight.
I think this Marvel comic invasion is gonna be great.
I mean, yeah. More beat 'em ups. Really? You wasted your money on this? We would like to have this game. The critically acclaimed Star Wars Outlaws. Nobunaga's Invasion. Hell yeah.
Fast Fusion.
You know, F-Zero. This game looks sick. Shadow Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Ride Down Remastered. I'm all about this. I gotta play through this series.
No boy, Fortnite.
Ooh, Ridge Racer. I like the Professor Layton games. Tamagotchi. Human Fall Flat 2? I didn't know there was a second one.
I don't know what the first one was.
They're fun party games. That was it?
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last.
Oh, this is
from
the
our
last of the publishing and development.
Alright.
Ocarina of
Please
Time
take a look.
Remaster, come on. Do what you won't. Huh?
Me.
Dude's maidenless.
What is with them fingers?
And chicky tendies.
They're very long.
I give you
What the hell is this?
my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Oh man, Final Fantasy 13-4.
Yeah.
They got Lassie marks.
God, no.
What is that? From Software?
Bloodborne 2?
Be weird for Nintendo exclusive.
It's Big Ben. And a cyberpunk train. That's a sick mural.
It might actually be Bloodborne. There's a gun. What is this? I'm that fat kid when they said, "Yo, McDonald's is here."
What is with the fat Rocketeer outfit?
That's me when they told me my food's here.
Yeah. Oh God, Yoko Taro.
What is that? Oh, okay, you can. Oh, what the hell?
Vampire?
Yo, the titties on that frog.
Oh, you're like half a second ahead of me. Okay.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the
I'm very
fiend
confused
come.
about all of this. Did Kojima make this?
That you are able, carrier of blood.
This looks like. That looks.
What?
Is that a dinosaur?
Yeah.
What the hell is this game?
The moon tears will flow for one.
The dust
one
clones?
alone.
From Software is like, Sony still owns Bloodborne, but we can make another one. We'll just change the name. Make it all vampire-y. With a weird rat. Is that a rat or a bird? The hell is that?
It's a rat, but it's also a Nintendo exclusive.
Super Smash Bros?
It looks like this might be an Air Ride sequel?
Super Smash Bros. 5?
No, it looks like a Kirby Air Ride sequel.
It definitely does, yeah. The rockets.
Just slap booster rockets on a fucking star.
Yeah, why not? That's how he goes so fast.
An Air Ride sequel is massive.
Not on my bingo card for this year.
I know, right? That's another franchise that people want another game from. Air Riders. They said an ER. They had an RS at the end of it.
I mean, fair.
Oh! Sakurai?
I figured he was going to do something, considering he stopped doing his YouTube uploads. Here we go.
What?
I already don't know what to feel
This
about
looks
this. Banjo-Kazooie?
It's Mario. I saw coins. I think it's Mario.
Another 3D Mario already?
Ingot Isle.
Mario Odyssey 2? No, this is a Donkey Kong, it looks like.
Oh my god, a 3D Donkey Kong? Maybe? Yo, why does he look fucking ripped? It is. It's a 3D Donkey Kong? There people are like, oh man, people made a randomizer for 64. Let's commit to the bid, make a new game.
Why does he have pants?
He can't be naked.
He's been naked for years.
But not in high def.
I'm sorry. Environment destroying?
Oh. Is he a prospector?
Apparently we don't care about bananas anymore. We just need to break things for rocks.
We see gold. It looks like you're collecting gold ingots.
Yeah.
Oh. Where's Diddy?
I don't know.
We just have a rock as our ally?
I don't know, but this song's a bop. Oh, banana. Hell yeah.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Get it? Like a banana.
Yeah.
I kind of like the...
That's relatively soon.
Yeah. I kind of like the fact that they are going back to his like old school design.
Was a brand new.
So what did you think overall?
Well, I think some of the new additions to the Switch 2 look like they have potential. It definitely looks like this is going to be... Do I think this is a console I would buy day one or week one or even month one? Absolutely not, because there's a lot of good things, but it looks like a lot of it just needs fine-tuning, a little bit more time in the oven for them to actually sit there and like maybe do some like scripting or coding and get some of the key details out. But the games, like most of these games are going to be available like day one or day two.
Yeah, they're very. I think almost everything they announced is coming out within the first like month. Not everything, but almost everything. The fact that GameCube's available at launch is pretty sick.
And not to mention that they already said like a majority of the Switch 1 games are going to be available, and they're going to run smoother too.
Yeah.
Because of the Switch 2 is pretty massive as well.
Yeah, I don't. No, go ahead. I was gonna say I don't like the fact that you have to pay for the upgrade, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think they could have chosen a better camera for the Switch 2 camera. If you're promoting all this 4K 120 frames per second like gameplay, and you have a camera that looks like it's like a AOL instant messenger like not even 240p camera, kind of takes it away from it.
Yeah, the iToy camera is kind of ridiculous. Like I don't know, have us use our own camera. Like it should have had a USB port or something so that you could use your own webcam with it. That's just.
I'm also wondering if any of the accessories from the Switch 1 are going to be available for the Switch 2. Like the Pro Controller for the Switch 1, is that going to be eligible for the Switch 2, or do you have to buy a brand new Pro Controller?
I think it should be. I think the only issue would be that camera button, the C button, for like the chat and recording and things like that. Which, as long as you have a Joy-Con, it really shouldn't be a problem. I don't see why they would. Because otherwise they'd have to remake the NES, SNES, Sega, and N64 controllers. Which we know they're not going to do that. So I would assume that the controllers themselves are compatible. The only thing that might not be is the Joy-Cons.
Well, yeah, I don't think the Joy-Cons work because they're not magnetic.
Well, I mean, even just connecting them wirelessly, I don't think that that'll be compatible. But they also showed that it could play with Switch 1s, so who knows? I mean, it could be. I think it all depends on the game itself, but I don't know, man. I think it was a pretty good presentation. It answered a lot of questions. It showed a lot of new stuff. It also, I think the problem is it left with a bunch of questions too. Like,
yeah,
how much is this thing going to cost? They conveniently left that out.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little scared for, because what was the Switch at launch? It was like what,
250,
300?
Yeah, 250, 300. Yeah, 250, 300. But that was what, 9 years ago.
Yeah, all the circuitry is more expensive now, and the graphics cards and the component chips.
Yeah, realistically, how much would you pay for the system?
I mean, what would I pay for this?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not super big on like. I own Nintendo products, not super big on it. I would not pay more than like $350.
Okay.
Because if you sit here and you think about it, the processing power that the Switch 2 has supposedly would be like what of a PS4 Pro or PS4.
Yeah, about a PS4 Pro.
If PS4 was like what, 300 or 350?
It was 400 at launch.
400 at launch. I mean, if it goes up to 400, it's still fine, but anything more than that, I think it's kind of like bad investment.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be around 400. I can't imagine it being more than $500. Like that's the high end. because for that same price you could get a PS5 or the Series X, which are, while there's less to play on them, they're arguably much better systems. So I would probably price this somewhere between $400 and $500. Would I like it to be cheaper? Yes, I would much prefer this to be like $350, but I'm guessing it's going to be about $400, $450, around there. And I'm probably going to buy it day one if I can. I'll have to. I just, the problem that I foresee is, you know as well as I do that Nintendo likes to short their products to make artificial supply and demand. So that's the worry for me, is like, is this going to be like trying to buy a PS5 year one?
Well, didn't they already announce that they are planning to combat the scalpers just by making so many of them?
I mean, if that's the case, then great. But
I think that was it. I think they said that they're like, in order to combat the scalpers about it, we're just going to make too many of them, or many more than expected.
Again, the problem with that is if they're making more than what they think, I mean, that could be a good thing too, though. If they make a crap load of them and they sell it at a lesser price, so that, like the $350 range, that could probably solve some issues with scalping, and it would have a good first year sale, because it's supposed to come out in 2 months, about there.
Yeah,
that's I don't know.
That's right before fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because they're looking probably towards the end of the year sales with the Switch 2 to bump Nintendo up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd say for the overall accessories and the actual things they implemented it, I would give it maybe if I were to give it a grade, I'd give it like a B or a B minus, because some of the stuff is cool, the mouse is cool, and the addition of game chat and a Discord game chat and video cameras are cool. But at the same term, you don't know how finicky or if there's going to be any DPI things with the Joy-Con or not. If you can adjust the DPI or sensitivity of it, you don't know how we saw video of the camera quality. It does not look that great. So it's they're implementing all these things, but at the same time they're also stabbing themselves in the foot showing it when it doesn't look that fantastic.
Yeah, it was neat that they showcased the video streaming, but the fact that it was a slideshow is kind of crazy. Granted, that could also be dependent on your internet too, and the internet for which you stream. That could be something that's not system side, but more than likely it's going to be system side, and it's still going to be a slideshow. As for the DPI thing, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, that could on one hand, if they don't allow the DPI to be adjusted, it kind of puts everybody at an even playing field. But on the other hand, I can understand where that'd be frustrating for somebody who's used to higher DPI, when they're using a mouse.
Because it literally takes that idea of an even playing field and actually turns it into a crippling or a handicap. If someone plays Smite or League of Legends or something that requires fast hand moves like Osu, they're gonna want to move fast and they can't, so they're gonna constantly feel like they're stifled. While you have this console is definitely gonna be more for the teenagers than children. I feel everything that they've implemented, it looks like they're straying further away from the childhood market for this one and going more into our generation.
Yeah, Nintendo, I think, has a bad rap from the public for being childish, and they never were, but they were always family friendly. And I think that they're trying to make that distinction now, where they're not childish, they're family friendly, meaning anybody could play it. And I respect that. You know, you have your staples and things like that. But at the same time, what was that last one? Dusk Moon or something? Like
Duskbloods.
Duskbloods. Yeah, like Vampire Bloodborne. Looks sick. You know, Elden Ring's always fun. I'm not sure what the difference between the regular edition and the tarnished edition is, unless it's just you could take it with you, in which case, cool, I guess. But, I don't know. I think the system itself looks really cool. I'm interested to see the price. As for the presentation, I think I'm with you. I think B plus for the entire presentation. They did answer a lot of questions, but there's still more. But the stuff that they showed was pretty good, except for, you know, the apparent freezing. Like that, definitely you lost points for that.
So I'm gonna divide this into like two categories. I think for the overall like Switch 2 and the accessories, I'm gonna give a B-.
Yeah.
But for the games, I might just give it like a solid A, because there was a lot of things you just didn't expect.
Yeah.
That was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, I mean the 3D Donkey Kong game, Kirby's Air Riders, the GameCube thing. I mean, the GameCube thing was cool. I kind of would have preferred a DS/3DS, which might still happen. They added everything with the expansion pack. They added that like more than halfway through the Switch's lifespan. So we might still figure out a way to get the DS on there and play some of those games. But
I think they're planning the Switch 2 for the long haul and not just a short time burst. I think the Switch 2 is going to be like what the Switch was, and it's going to be like a 10-year console or something.
Which, I mean, good, right? Like what was it? Yeah. You could play it in 4K, like if it's docked. Like I didn't expect that. Like how powerful that dock is to be able to handle that processing. That's crazy.
I'm also wondering about the battery life in handheld mode, though, with all these graphical improvements and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, Zelda in handheld mode, you could probably get 3 to 5 hours, maybe, with the original Switch. So I'm guessing with something like Metroid Prime 4, where it's newer, that'll probably get you less. Maybe if you're lucky, 3 to 5. But then on the flip side, you have something like Bravely Default, which thank God they announced that. I'm very excited. Although I wish they told me it was more than just the first one, instead of just being like, we have new mini games. Like, yeah, give me the full story though. But
they didn't deny that it's not the full story, because it's Bravely Default like Flying Fairy remaster, so it could be 1 and 2. Or 1 in End Layer.
Yeah, it could, but you know, a little confirmation would have been nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like the battery life. They I don't know how I feel about that app, that paid app that they were talking about. You remember that, where it was, you know, buy this game to learn about your Switch 2, and it has like some mini games in it, like. I don't know about that one. That one seems dumb.
The what was it called? The Switch 2 like resort, or no, not Switch 2 resort, like the Know Your Switch 2.
Yeah, whatever that was. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that should have maybe been a free game, but they also didn't show a lot on it. They just they split it between little mini games and information, I guess. I don't know if it's like, remember what was the PlayStation one? PlayStation Home or whatever, where it was like a social media thing built into the PS4, but you like played like with 3D characters. It was like I want Club Penguin or whatever, but not Club Penguin. Yeah, I don't know. It was like Second Life, but on PlayStation. If the Switch has, if the game is that and you have to pay for it, okay, sure, but it didn't look like that.
So the one question I always ask at the end of every Direct or every major Nintendo announcement is, when are they going to pull the trigger? Because there's only like one game or one thing that I see everyone talk about getting a remaster or an HD remake or something like that, but like Nintendo doesn't listen, and that's Ocarina of Time.
I mean, even if they just ported the Ocarina of Time 3D, like, because that
from like the 3DS,
just like up-res it and make it work with a controller, like that'd be fine. I'd be okay with that. Because that game looked pretty on the 3DS. That and the Wind Waker, Majora's Mask. They both looked very pretty. But if you just
they did.
If you just made it, gave it a few more polygons, and just basically made it worthy of a console, that's all you really have to do. It's just a HD port at that point. It's not like, because if they do too much to it, other than a graphical update, people are going to be pissed.
I wish Nintendo would listen. This is one thing I really kind of scold Nintendo for, is not really listening to the fan base. If they listen to their fan base a little bit more, they would probably do a little bit better.
Yeah, but I mean, they're also doing just fine though. That's the thing, is Nintendo is the only company in the world that could do nothing for like 20 years and still come out okay. Like, not even Google could do that.
In my eyes, I think they're just doing fine based off of past experiences. Like, they're doing fine now, just now, because of all the success they had with the NES and the SNES and the Nintendo 64 and so on and so forth. They're still riding the coattails of that success, and they think they can coast through like a decade or so.
Well, I mean, you got to think though, the Wii outsold the PS2 right up until very recently. And then the Switch outsold the PS2 right up until very recently, because somewhere in the world still sells PS2, so they kind of cheated. But, I mean, the Switch was a wild success. I think people like to bag on Nintendo because they march to the beat of their own drum. They're not graphically superior to PlayStation or Xbox. They don't have those like deep, gritty, you don't have a Halo or Gears of War or something on Nintendo, but at the same time, if you actually look, you do. Like, Mad World was on the Wii, and that game was violent as all hell. You had Manhunt, I think, had a Wii version. There was like, what was the one from the GameCube? Eternal Darkness from the GameCube was to this day one of the best horror games ever made, and it was a GameCube exclusive. So I think Nintendo is fine doing what they're doing, but I also agree with you that it would be nice if they would accept fan feedback a bit more. But also, I mean, they're a Japanese company, and who knows? Everything that you and I are saying is coming from the American perspective. In Japan, they could just be like, yeah, no, Nintendo's doing everything right. Like, that's all that matters to us, And meanwhile, us in America are just like, we want Ocarina of Time, we want Nintendo DS, we want nostalgia. Give me Quest 64, but new and finished. Give
me Superman 64 remake.
Oh God, hell no. Buy Rare again, Nintendo. Remember when you owned Rare? Like, I don't.
Another Banjo-Kazooie would be massive, though.
We thought that it was going to happen for a while. With
Ukulele.
No, not Ukulele. With everything that was going on with Microsoft, and adding Banjo into Super Smash Bros. And everything, it was a legitimate thought at one point. And I think the problem wasn't on Nintendo's end or Microsoft's end, because if you're going to do a 3D platformer, Nintendo's the place to do it. Although, you know, Astrobot did all right. I think the problem was they couldn't get anybody from the original team back. I don't think you would even be able to get Grant Kirkhope back.
Well, didn't they all go and create Platonic Games or whatever it's called now?
Vast majority of them did, because Rare is no longer, like, they haven't been Rare in quite a while, like since Microsoft bought it back in the day with Conquer, what was it, Live and Reloaded or whatever. Yeah, that's another one. Just, you know, give me Conker's Bad Fur Day, but update it. That game could never be made today, unfortunately. That game was a masterpiece. But I don't know. I think overall it was a very good, like, the game announcements were very good. And I think,
and this is just the start too. This is the start of its lifespan.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for about the Switch 2?
So, I mean, from this announcement specifically, like, GameCube was pretty high up there for me, but I mean, an excuse to play through Bravely Default again is pretty great. That new Dawnblood or whatever the hell it was.
You're gonna get it right one day. It's Dustblood.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah.
You went from Dustbreakers to Dawnblood, and I'm like, you're so close. You're so close.
Yeah, not Bloodborne with vampires, that one. I mean, I'm gonna be all about that. I love those types of games. The Daemon X Machina sequel looks pretty sick. There was a few. I would have to. I mean, even the Mario Kart looked sick. I would have to say, overall, probably, as dumb as it is, Bravely Default was the thing that I was just like, oh hell yeah, like the most excited for. Because a lot of the other stuff was like ports or things I didn't super care about. But you know me, I'm a huge sucker for RPGs.
Yeah. So if I had to do like the top 3 things I'm looking forward to, number 1 being the GameCube, number 2 being I just had in my head the Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah, that looked really good too.
And then 3 being the Donkey Kong Bonanza, because I don't care what anyone says, I didn't mind Donkey Kong 64. I did not mind it. So having another 3D Donkey Kong after that is pretty fantastic.
Donkey Kong 64 was fine.
A beautiful disaster. It
was fine. The thing that would have made it better is the ability to switch between Kongs immediately, rather than having to go back and redo the entire level again, considering every single Kong had a million things to collect, and only that Kong could collect it. And it just made the game so long. And
they have mods for that now.
Yes, you could fix the game in post, but it doesn't change the fact that if you're playing a vanilla copy of the game, it is a slog. But it's a fun slog. It's good. It's just not. I'd rather play like straight up Donkey Kong Country, 1 or 2. But yeah, if I were to do top 3, Bravely Default, GameCube, and yeah, probably Hyrule Warriors. I mean, I love those Dynasty Warriors, like the warrior types games. Anything where I could just sit there and rack up combos while smacking 800 million dudes is great for me.
I remembered I 100% did the first Hyrule Warriors. 100% got everything, did everything. And then they were like, hey, here's DLC now. And I'm like, no.
Yep, I did the same thing. And then they're like, hey, here's a Switch version with not only all the DLC from the Wii U version, but also it has all the DLC from the 3DS version too, plus some new stuff exclusive to the Switch, and you're just like, God damn it, fine.
No, I did not say fine. I'm like, nah, I've done it once. I don't need to do it again. Says someone who's beaten Persona 5 like 4 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. That there's just so much there. I think, but yeah. To wrap up this recording, because I'll have to cut it down. It's almost 2 hours long. Overall, I think presentation, if it didn't lag for a solid 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, I'd give it a A.
I agree. And I think if they further explained things, maybe gave a price, maybe like shown off more features. I mean, they showed off a lot of features.
Yeah.
But like, the features just didn't really blow my mind. They're cool, but they don't look fine-tuned or refined at all.
Yeah, agreed. But who knows? You got to download the Nintendo Today app for more info until the next announcement. So, woohoo!
But the games, I have to give it a solid A. The games were for launch titles. Yeah. That was pretty massive.
Yeah, the fact that it's got like one real launch title, and then you have the fake shovelware thing, but also the GameCube, and then shortly following that is Donkey Kong and a few other things. Metroid. Like, yeah, great launch. I'm excited. Just hope that I could find it and afford it. So.
I'm actually gonna wait until they do like a second model version of it, because if the Switch has taught me anything, you don't buy anything day one. Because I bought the Switch day one, and you know how version 1 Switches had terrible battery life.
Yeah, I mean, I play mine mostly docked anyway, so that won't matter to me unless the docks start exploding. But I mean, it's not an Xbox 360, so we should be okay. Putting the damn fan in backwards. But all right, well, thanks for joining me for this.
Oh, glad to be here.
Yeah. So I will link to your stuff. I know you haven't been as busy recording and stuff lately, but I'll give you a link and a shout out and all that.
I appreciate it. I do plan on actually getting back into streaming. It's just with the work change and stuff like that, it's just been really tough for me right now.
Yeah, life is a constant struggle of pain.
Life is strange.
I hate that game. All right, that's it for this recording. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye-bye.